Evening, Shaggy SoCal with 2 up for Forza. And second track guide this week is with the Toyota Supra. We're going to be racing Road America East Circuit. Now, this track guide. I'm not even really going to get into like doing out laps and then break down the individual lap. Essentially, it's Road America East. It's basically the front straight and then I would consider it the back straight or the second straight down to turn 5, and you cut back across. Take the final 2 turns or the final turn back onto the front stretch. So it's I'm going to call it, it's a roval. It's still a road course, but for all intents and purposes, it's almost like an oval because it's 2 long straights with turns at both ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop straight into a race. I'm going to do 25 laps. It's probably a few laps more than what we'll do on Thursday, but yeah, we'll see. But at least that'll give you some cars to run against. I've also been farting around with some of the settings. Actually, we're going to try a single make race this time. I think I've got it set where the entire field we're all driving a 2020 Toyota Supra, and I've kind of let the PI, again, I kind of set it at minimum. I have to have it set at least at minimum 700, but then I've allowed it up to 850. But I think because I also have it set for the division that this car is in, that it's not going to go all the way up. But I think for here, because it's pretty much all straight away, and this car's got a lot of downforce dialed onto it, the setup, it should be a draft fest. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. Again, I tried to get it so that it would put me at the back, but no such luck. So I'm going to start in the middle, so I'm going to let the field by. There's Hitman there. Looks like Gizzy's behind me. The Sunday Series is also running the Supra, though I think I'm going to say they're in B class. So let me just move out of the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Everybody goes past. Okay. Let's try and survive. So turn 1 we'll be in 5th gear down here. Usually braking turn 1 is right at that access road down to 3rd. You can use a lot of this exit road over here. I'd advise not to, just because it's very, very bumpy. You can use a little bit of it. 4th gear down to 3rd for turn. Technically, this is turn 3 by how Road America does their turns. 4 is this kick back to the left as you start to go down the hill, and then normally the braking from turn 5 is the really sharp left-hander. This is turn 4, and we're passing through turn 5 on the full road course, so this will be turn 5 here, I guess. I haven't looked up how they number the east loop. Ooh, someone's in the tire already. Still 3rd gear. Oh wow, I took one full. All right, hang on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to restart the race, and here's why. It is, I know I have mandatory pit stop on. Let me just double check it really quick. Yeah, I do. Okay. It's so easy to forget. Fuel and tire. 25 laps. I've got 29, so you can almost run a full tank and be... I'm still going to start in the mediums. Okay, I just want to make sure the fuel load. So let's go start race. So yeah, if we run 25 laps here, it's almost a full tank of fuel you'll need to get through it. Same thing. I'm gonna just get out of everybody's way. So yeah, at full speed, you'll brake right as you get to that access road on the left side. That's what lines up with the braking line. 3rd gear for turn 1. There's a little bit of that curbing. I'm probably going to keep it neat and tidy on the exit. 3. 3rd gear onto the back straight. or one of the back streets. I forget what they call this one. And I would imagine this race is just going to be a draft fest. Oh, they're getting it wrong up ahead of me. Hey, Brad. And of course, someone's off in the final turn. I'm just going to put it in second gear because everybody's really slow out of this last corner. Whoa. Oh my God, somebody's upside down. What was Chris Sasaki saying about the about the drive? Oh my God, I gotta save the replay on this. I have to find out what the carnage was. I don't care where I finish. I love it. My alignment. All right, you can probably see it on the camera. My alignment's off, and the force feedback is actually tilted the steering wheel. Sorry, it's these new little experiences I did not have on the previous game. But yeah, do you think my alignment's off? At least it's not oscillating. That would be annoying. Oh yeah. Pop, 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 pop. I think we're gonna pit for tires. What do you think? Severe damage? Yeah, I think so. Confusion. Alright, let's get through these menus as quick as possible. Soft tires. Skip. Submit. I've got to find out. I got to keep remembering. I got to save the replay because I have to find out what. I mean, it looked like there was a kerfuffle ahead of me, but it's like that escalated a little quickly. It did collect a lot of us. You can see the transition from 30 frames to 60 coming out of the pits there. Hopefully. No, not again. Okay, turn 10. Pit exit pathing still needs work. Okay, so Ronan. So Ronan's one of our Thursday night drivers, but then again, if PI, if he's got the max PI for that car, beyond what we race with, yeah, he's definitely got. So braking for this turn is, if you look at the tire bundles on the left side, you can see where they end. Well, and that's that seems to line up with the braking, with where the braking line goes red. Dan behind me. Gear. Litter and signs all over the place. Some of those out of the way. Stay over there. Yeah, Road America with this car is not a track that I would use a lot of curving. I think this is one of those where you use it at your own risk. I'll go to 6th gear. Right at the TV camera position. They're on the left side. If you saw the TV camera boom, you can spot that as you're heading down into, you know, through what we normally refer to as turn 5. You can spot that early. That'll help you get your braking records. Pits. Might be able to do this in 4th, actually. So, you know, if I know that I'm getting my inside tires on the curbing, I'm staying off the throttle entirely, or I'm giving it very, very little throttle. It's like I want to commit the throttle until I know I've got all 4 tires nicely set on the pavement. And the braking lines up with the outside curbing. Early there. Well, I think the only thing I can hope for to get back into this race is if all the front runners have the same outlap pathing issue that we've seen from the AI so far. And even that turn 1, I've talked about it in previous track guides, even in Forza 7. The you know, the curve, on the inside curve, it does flatten out about the apex. So if you can get your car, stay over there, excuse me. You can get your car lined up right, where the curve kind of flattens out a little bit at the apex. It should put you in a good position for the exit. I can't talk and drive at the same time, but you guys know that by now. Yeah, curving. Whoa! That's why you don't want to get on that outside curbing. Okay, so wow. So the car behind me is a lap down to me. I think we've got wheels just back behind him. Curving is not your friend here. At least not with this car. Keep to the right side. That's a better line, but that's very late on the brakes. Great. I've got Dan's driving car behind me. No pressure at all. Yes, I'm going down to third. I really think fourth is better. I think you can leave it in fourth for the next lap. So what I'm trying to do with the line down into, the right-hander is, normally we're coming down from turn 5, bring the car out here, and basically you're just going to cut it back across, flip it there, get the car a little bit airborne. Pretty sure. Again, when this came up in the schedule, I kind of raised my eyebrow at it because this car, we found out at VIR, the car does draft well, but like when you can get into a train that the third, let's say a 3-car train, the third car can't really pop out to try and pass the car in the middle, as long as that car in the middle still tucked in the drafted car in front of them. So I had that with Bruce, where I had a little bit of run coming out of Oak Tree as I go off the course on the right side. Had a little bit of run out of the corner and tucked into his draft. Tried to pop out, but as soon as I popped out, he was drafting off right in front of him, so couldn't make the pass happen. At least not that it couldn't draft up alongside. So I'd imagine the same thing is going to happen here, is we're going to have a lot of, quote-unquote DRS trains down the straights, and what's really going to, where chaos is going to happen is going to be in turn 1, and I'm going to call the left-hander off the straight on turn 5. So, yeah, I think we just need to be cognizant that everybody brakes a little differently. I'm going to do that before. And to be mindful of it. And I keep saying be neat and tidy at the exit of 1. I keep going. It's old habit. I'm used to doing it, but it just seems this car doesn't like the outside curving. I was hoping to get in some drafting battles, but I just think I lost way too much time with the chaos at the start. Yeah, there's a little bit of a jump there in that transition. So let's play around with the line through there. So maybe being aggressive and cutting it across is not the safest way through there. Halfway home. Yeah, left side's fine. Rights on the road. Not be as aggressive. There's still a little bit of a jump. And it looks like, yeah, for the most part, fifth gear on the front straight. You can do fifth on the back straight. Sixth, maybe. Maybe depending on the drafts, putting it in sixth might be fine. Let's do this fourth gear. Fourth gear, one down, just one. Yeah. Let's see if I can keep that going, keep doing that. Yeah, you might not want to try to attack the apex there. As you cut across, as you come, cut across into that transition zone. This time I'm not going to attack, quote unquote, the apex here at the bottom of the hill. I'm just going to keep it a little bit to the right of it. Much gentler. And it's gaining. Hitman disappeared. What happened to Hitman? was hoping to have a few more drafting battles, just to try and sort that out. I may have to just do that on my own. I'm not, I mean, as in real life, Dan's just slowly, well, Dan's pulling away. Driver car's pulling away a little slower than Dan probably would. And Bradger's a minute 4 behind me, or ahead of me, which puts him maybe about 5-6 seconds behind me on track. Brad still has to pit. That's not going to be enough for me to catch him. There yet? That's more like what I want to do. Might as well practice in defensive lines just to get an idea of what the car is going to do. So, since I can't get any drafting battles, it's on your own in your own practice. It's one thing the hot lap, and yeah, definitely do that to. Whoa. But also practice in defensive lines. If you're not. Clearly, you're off song, so I will pass you here. if you're just hot lapping, just take a couple of minutes and just kind of sort out, like, okay, if I'm going to try and defend the inside line, where do I need to position the car? How does my braking change? How does the car behave? So I'm going to just put it in the middle here for braking. Get it turned in, get back on the racing line. But I still just need to be cautious with the throttle out. Thank you for ghosting out. Appreciate that. Get out of here. I'm gonna pick up a top 10.
3 left.
The undercut is powerful. Seconds. He's got 2 seconds penalties, almost 3. But as I was saying, you know, if you're going to hot lap on your own, maybe spend a couple of laps practicing defensive lines into the corner. Just so you get an idea. Braking, at least for me, seems to be at the same point. But how does the turn-in change? How does the car behave as you get to the apex and exit? Does it wash out? Same thing here. Now, naturally, the car always likes to move a little bit to the middle, hang on front straight. But yeah, then we have some cars to race as long as the pathing doesn't go screwy. A little bit to the inside, and back onto the racing line. Hi, Dan. Hi, Dan. Been involved in that horrendous wreck earlier. Okay, let's do defensive line here on the drive car. Who backs off? Way backs off. Yep, finally. It's been quite an interesting race. Yeah, sorry. Some streams, yeah, I hope for more exciting racing than this, but that's Road America East, or we'll probably rename it Dive Bomb Central, because I would expect to see quite a few dive bombs into the first and penultimate turns. But yeah, 109, 197. So yeah, I may have to fart around with this one. I'd like to I'll probably run this again at some point on my own, just because again, part of the reason I put the AI out there is so I have some traffic to run in. And it kind of sucks when the traffic goes kablooey on the first lap. But yeah, I need to go take a look at that. Yes, I know I finished 8. Yep. Nicely done, Darby Drivatar. Nicely done, Baker Boy Drivatar. And the winner is Snow Wolf Drivatar. It's a very beat up looking Supras. All right. You know what? Just in case, I wanna save it first, just so that I have it. WTF, because that's that's what I'm asking. It's like, what happened there? And to make my life a little easier, let's turn my controller on. Oh, it wants to be a pain in the butt. Hang on a second. Pardon my getting close to the camera. Charging cable's not conveniently placed. And I don't have the spare battery handy either. So it finally kicked on. Okay. Let's view the replay and find out what happened. I'll try and go forward a little bit. So good. So what we're going to do is we're at least going to get to the first incident, and then actually, you know what? I don't know why. You know what? It puts them in finishing order. That's not going to help me. All right, so let's just slowly go through this. Yeah, well, there's your problem. All right, let's find out who that is. It's not Fusion. Fusion was, I was taking avoidance around Fusion when I ran into this. Now, we're going to go all the way to the back. Gizzy. Gizzy was ahead of that. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, now we have an idea of what happened. So who's the green? Oh, who's the green car? No, it wasn't Ronan. Ronan was... I think that's the V12. Yep, there's our problem child. Okay, so that is V12 Juliston. So, buddy, your drive guitar needs a little bit of work. So classic pushing out of the final corner into the gravel trap, trying to maintain speed, trying to rejoin safely, and the next classic, you know, still getting loose, not quite on, and clouts the wall there, slows him down, and then who do we got coming up behind in the blue? Or not the blue, there. Okay, so there's contact made, launched the rear of the car in the air, big contact there. Hitman gets involved. And then we just launched the car. Oh, dear Lord. Back to me. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm going to try and get unstuck. Try not to hit people. Sorry, Dan. Back it up. It's like, wait, what part of can the driver charge like where do you see a gap there? Where does the we're trying to make a gap. Well, at least Hitman was somewhat gentle. Try and back up again. And I finally get it going. Holy, all right. So I'm going to test a theory because right now it's hard to go through the replay as far as which car is which because it's giving the car order based off the finishing order and not where the car, what position the car is on the track at the time. So I'm actually going to try something here. We know how this started, so I'm actually going to exit out completely, and we'll go into TV mode and look at this again. Yeah, let's get out of that. Media, yeah, no, replay gallery. There we go. There we go. WTF. Let's see if the order on the car order is kind of normal. Yeah. Good. All right. So, and it was our, and Chiliston was on the second row. So wow. Okay. So let's go ahead and select John. No. There we go. I think I'm going to check now. Well, I got this on, but let's start it over. Yeah, because I spent a lot of time doing replays. Let's look at game cameras. Does I get the? Yes, I do. Good. So far, so good. I mean, the AI is not. They have their moments, and it looks like the issue is more towards the back, but. So where does Juliston get it wrong? Breaks, or yes, checks up, so that gets him offline, way out wide. Nice outside pass, just gets the tires off. That's what upset the car. Still offline. Okay, here's where the fun begins. All right, I can find out who that was. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, it hasn't updated. Well, that sucks. Does it update as we cross the line? Yeah, that's the other thing I wish we could work out, because I want to be able to change the cars so I know who is who. But tell you what, let's look at it from what I went through. Everybody checked up, and that's where I. All right, let's find out who that is. I gotta find out what car that is. Yeah, Jammer's driver tar went off at the. It's kind of back to that again. It's that whole thing of where's. I guess the AI hasn't quite sorted out this particular decision of um, or maybe it was assuming that ghosting was on. I don't know. Yeah, game cameras. Let's give the drivatar the benefit of the doubt. Assume that the drivatar has no communication with his team, and the yellow flags aren't out, and pretty much coming up unsighted. So at what point? See, this is where I'm curious. At what point? 100. All right, 100% throttle, 100% throttle. At what point? Still 100% throttle. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. I'll I'll give the drivatar a little bit of benefit of the doubt. He's not gonna, the drivatar is not gonna brake for something they can't see. But even then, so I give it credit for braking. 100%. Wait, didn't brake at all. I was looking at the wrong one. 100% throttle. So it was a quick check brake at the bottom. So 30% brake. I think a few of us would have. I think I had more. Let's see what my braking was. Admittedly, my braking sucked as well. I was not expecting it to be. I think I was distracted by the flying car. So I'm still 100% throttle. So 93% braking, but it was too late anyway. Oh my god! And one more time, just because, and then we'll call it a night. Anyhow, on that fun incident, I'm going to call it a night. Hope you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you on Thursday. Happy racing.